What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my own review of Married to Medicine. We are back with Anila talking about the robbery. Heavenly asks how is she feeling, and just let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? She hired the police, also had a private eye because of rumors that she had the whole robbery set up for insurance, and she would take a polygraph test if need be. So the girls were like, "Why do you need to take a polygraph test?" And then Quad wants to say, "I'll take one too." Confused them even more. Simone asked her, "Why do you need to take a polygraph test? You live in the mansion?" She said, "I will take one so I can let them know I don't have any knowledge of what happened. So I will let them know what I know." To me, that was Quad trying to allude to the fact that if I'm asked of who might know had Anila's house robbed, she's going to mention Toya. And in the confessional, she even said, "Let's hook up Toya to a polygraph test." And I'm like, Quad, the low of the depths you will go to slander Toya's name is mind boggling to me. And Toya was like, "I'm not about to entertain this because it wasn't right. It was an open door without them saying that they're pointing the finger at Toya that she was the one who got Anila's house robbed." So it was still asked, "Why do you need to take a polygraph test, Quad?" Because based off the information that Quad told her, that there have been some rumors that she set this up. So Anila asked him, "Who believes that this was a setup?" Toya said, "Girl, I don't know you. I don't know what you would do." And I feel as though people were like, "Why would Toya say that?" It's because of what has happened, okay? I understood what Toya meant because at the end of the day, we just came back from a couple of episodes that Anila brought a woman who was spreading rumors that Toya was cheating on Eugene. And we're going back to the U-Haul. So right now, Toya is questioning Anila's intentions right now. I don't know what you would do because I feel like you have not been the same person that I knew. And it shocked her. Say, "You don't know me?" "No, I don't know you." Heavenly said, "You know Anila, Dinky Anila. She can't pull this off by herself. She would need Miss Gomez to pull this off." Quad was giving me the energy that she wanted to have an argument with Toya because, again, Toya wasn't about to entertain this. Moving on. Quad was like, "Yeah, moving on my ass." And it's just like, Quad, what is your issue with Toya? Please let me know what it was. I would love to know because we can't go back to last year when she called your house a bullshit as apartment. What else is the problem? Please confront her on what it is you have an issue with and stop tagging along and giving Anila information or feeding her that Toya might be the one that's doing this. Come on now, don't do that. And Simone is like, Toya and Kawhi have been at odds for years, and they're arguing and holding on to nothing at this point because it's not that deep. Tell that to Quad. That's why Toya wasn't about to entertain an argument with her. Right now, Jackie said the rules are not being met. Remember, this is supposed to be about a retreat for us to fix relationships. We have to allow Anila to talk. And she said that she doesn't know what happened to their friendship. She don't know how it got to this point. Toya is me and I am Toya. Anila is on another planet. How could you say you don't know how our friendship got to this point? A month ago, you were alongside somebody spreading rumors about me that you knew was a lie. Okay? Now, I do know that the distance between Anila and Toya was what happened last season. Toya was very rude and mean to Anila. And I did believe that Anila was getting her gift back, but I think that Anila took it too far with the U-Haul and now with the rumor and now in the realms of accusing Toya of getting her house robbed. I get it. Anila wanted her gift back, rightfully so. But the depths that Anila is allowing it to get to, she's not saying that Toya did something to her this season. She's not. She has to own her part in this as well. So contestant Scott arrived. They braved the snowstorm. Haley makes a comment that contestant Scott might have been having sex before they got here because they either fight or they fuck. So everybody arrived. Jackie explains the reason of this trip. This trip is to get to a better place with our friendships and our relationships. We're not here to have fun. Who are you to tell grown people to not have fun? Jackie, not every trip needs to be about getting to know one another, fixing relationships, getting through issues. Sometimes a trip could be just a trip. Let's just have fun, okay? And then when it came down to fighting, Quad say we have all fought and we're still here. Toya said, Honey Bunch, that's not true. Nobody wants to be a part of a group where at some point you have to defend yourself. And that was when Toya confronted Audra about why did you feel the need to chest bump me? What did I do to put you in a position that you had to come at me like that and I have to defend myself? And then here goes Simone. Let her speak. Let her speak. Why y'all trying to micromanage how Toya responds? She literally just asked Audra a question, and this is something that we do need to understand. So, the men are downstairs playing pool. Cecil and Martin, they suck. Eugene give them a bet if the loser loses, go outside and do 10 push-ups in the snow. So Audra was kind of like things got boiled up. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing little jokes, the bad attorney comment, the type of clothes she's wearing. So she don't even know how it got to that point because it wasn't that deep. And in my mind, I'm like, well, Audra, take accountability. How you allow for it to get that deep? You confronted her about the champion. The timing of it was weird. You confronted her about the bad attorney comment, but then you took it upon yourself to embarrass her. I don't even know what happened to the point where you wanted to embarrass her, but you made a grand moment to embarrass her, look up her information, and it didn't land the way you wanted to land. You wanted a moment, you got the moment. So I want you to look inside on what allowed for you to get to that point. Even though Toy was wrong for messing with you have allowed what she said to you to get to that point. So Toya talks about the fight that she had with Mariah on season one. It was the most depressing moment of her life. She just had her son, and she did not want people to assume that she would be a bad mother and that she would not be right for Eugene, even to the point she was recently married to him. And she vowed to never put herself in that situation again. At that point, she questioned who she was as a woman. She understands that she hurt her, and it wasn't cool. And if what I did put you in a place where you had to come at me the way you did, then I was setting myself up for that, and I apologize for that. So Toya took accountability and apologized that the picking that she did set up for the kid to get back, and she apologized. Audra accepted her apology, felt that it was sincere. She can put her pettiness to the side, and Toya said, "You have to set the foundation for a friendship. An apology is a good start." You are right, though. You are right. But what I wanted was for Audra to apologize for getting into Toya's face. That's what I wanted Audra to do because in the day, Audra, you can't talk about her actions, what led to getting you, and you not talk about yours. Um, the man Cecil lost. He went outside and did 10 push-ups. So with the conversation between Toya and Audra ending on a good note, Jackie wants Helen and Contessa to talk. Right now, Contessa said, no, I'm good. I want to eat, put on my pajamas, and go to bed. We will not solve this issue on this trip. Good try, Jackie. Not this time. It's the next day. Eugene is making breakfast. He doesn't mind cooking. That's his happy place, right? But he was washing dishes from the other night. And he's like, oh, no, 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 no. I did not sign up to cook and clean because that's, no, clean up after behind yourselves. That you guys are grown adults. Hence why y'all should have higher staff when it comes down to cooking and cleaning. I know Eugene likes to cook, but y'all not about to use Eugene to cook for you and feed you and clean for you. No. Just like Toya said, y'all not about to use my husband on this trip, okay? Yeah, that was wrong. But Eugene, don't volunteer to cook because they're going to assume you're going to do everything else as well. Jackie planned an outing for the guys so they can have some fun, appropriate fun. And the girls have something else planned later on. Audra and Toya were outside in the snow and they're starting from the ground zero, starting from the bottom to get to the top on their friendship. The activity was for bowling, you know. That was it. So Jackie brought the spot to the resort to release some tension, which was good. Anila, Audra, and Toya were in the living room drinking. And then it just reminded Anila how much fun they used to have, just drinking, talking, laughing. So she misses the friendship that she had with Toya. And Toya said, "This is my issue with you, though. While you miss the friendship, I miss it too. But we got to point out the rift. Besides me, we got to point you out. You brought Zaina to a party, knowing that she was starting a rumor that you knew was a lie, that I was sleeping with someone in the neighborhood. Anila playing victim, that all she was told was Zaina was invited to the party by Quad and that she was set up. So understand this. Toya knows this is Quad's MO, okay? She knows how to plan everything out to the T, point out a specific thing for a person, but it takes two to tango, Anila. While Quad could have set the foundation for Toya to be set up in that way, you partaked in it. And Toy wasn't about to allow Anila to play dumb, play naive. Like, I did not know this was going to happen. I did not know. You knew, Heavenly knew, Quad knew, Zayna knew. Okay? And you cannot make it seem as if what Quad did for you to get there, you did not already have that energy. Because you want to get back from Toy how she treated you last season. Keep it a buck, though, Anila. Just keep it a buck. So right now, she wants Anila to understand that you guys both played a role. And then it also showed us a flashback of when Toy's best friend Carmita came confronting Anila. Carmita put her hands on Anila. And then after that, I think Anila wanted some revenge. So she ended up telling Zaina, I need your help. She said, what do you want me to do? Tell the rumor. So right there, I think after what happened between Carmita and Anila that was cut out, she wanted to still get back at Toya. And she wanted Zaina to spread the rumor. So Anila playing victim on how she was randomly attacked to having her home robbed 2 days later. Not accusing Toya, but just stating the facts. It's still throwing it out there, Anila, and to me, you're not taking accountability into the part that you played because you're still trying to play the victim. Toya was like, I'm 45 years old. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm not in the hood no more. So she wanted acknowledgement from Toya, how it made her feel. And she said, Anila, when that happened to you, me and Eugene were talking about how this should not have happened in our neighborhood. This should not happen to you. And that she watched her house for the last 2 weeks. Watched it, make sure nothing happened to it. She was thinking about Anila the entire time. And Anila wishes that she would have known that Toy was looking out for her in that way. Known that she was feeling sorry for her, feeling worried about her. And she apologizes for it. Toya apologizes for it. But I'm not hearing an apology from Anila from engaging in a rumor that could have hurt her family. I'm not hearing it. Like, I just feel like Toya was on an apology tour that wasn't reciprocated. And I don't like that, even though they were both crying. It was a nice moment to see them laugh, see them hug. I do hope their friendship do get better. But I just, this episode made me mad that Audra didn't say sorry and Anila didn't say sorry. And you can't expect for Heavenly and Quad to say sorry. So the man finished the game of bowling. Eugene played a good game. And then Kieran wanted to talk about the accusations that's been spread with the Wise that him and Anila plotted this robbery for insurance purposes. But Cecil said, okay, let's clear the air. But your wife made a post when she put hashtag accountability, alluding to someone to come out and say, I know what happened to your house. I know who robbed your house. And Cecil was like, are we there? We're at that place where we're going to have someone's house get robbed. And Eugene popped up and said, and speaking of that, me and my wife's name have been used around that accusation, and that pisses me off. So as much as Kieran want to say it pissed him off that people were accusing him and Anila for faking a robbery, Eugene and Toya are rightfully pissed off for thinking that we could have robbed you, because that wasn't cool. So he wants to address it. Kieran said he didn't mean, no, he never said nothing about it. He wanted to address it. He did not want the men to think that he thought that. Um, Cecil said he believes that Kieran wasn't about to bring the type of energy to the men But he also believes that Kieran will ride whatever energy his wife is on. And to be honest though, Kieran, you were. You were on that same energy when you agreed to be U-Haul movers with Anila to throw shade at Eugene and Toya. And I also think that you are also on that same energy of agreeing with Anila that somebody was watching y'all and that it's the Harrises. Now, you guys weren't saying it, but you guys were saying it based off of what happened at the Christmas party, you know? But even though, you know what I'm saying, you guys probably were targeted, but placing that on Eugene and Toya's footstep was wrong. So Damon finally arrives. Toya breaks glasses, and then the women get massages, and Contessa is showing all of her body. She got her boobs done, but Simone was telling her to get a bigger size when she first started getting her boobs done. You should have went with a D. Contessa is loving the female touch, okay? She's loving every part of it. If you're going to touch it, make sure you finish it. Contessa was showing her lesbian side in this scene, okay? Hearing that Anila and Toya made up was great, but this is growth. But one more issue is not going to work. So while the ladies are getting massages, Contessa still wants to be touched. She's not getting any attention. So she asks Jackie to rub her feet. Jackie starts to do it. Toya grabs Contessa's other leg, and her vagina came out. Her kitty cat was exposed, but she wasn't ashamed. She wasn't embarrassed. The same thing. If you start something, you finish it. She's crushing really hard on these women right now. The lesbian energy is in the air. Simone feeling away because she wasn't touched by Jackie that way. And everybody is secretly crushing on Contessa. Damon came down. I want to know what's Heavenly doing. Because everybody just pretty much centered around robes, and Quad and Heavenly are wrapped up like foil and potatoes. And Curtis, he wanted to know how was Quad doing underneath that foil. Are you getting hot, Quad? I'm fine. I'm getting fine. And it's kind of like, what you asking me that for in front of your wife? Don't ask me. I'm fine, sir. Jackie, keep an eye out on Curtis. Keep an eye out. And when she noticed it, she said, please be quiet. So right now they're about to have dinner to end the night off on a good note. Curtis opened up that Eugene played a really good game, but why? Because he didn't get none from Toya that night. That's why. But Toya gave Eugene some earlier that day, and Eugene opened the door. That Toya is always talking about how she's a freak, she's this, she's that. But apparently, Eugene is way freakier than Toya. He's had sex in a research lab. He's had sex here, had sex there. But Toya said, but not with me. I didn't experience that with him because as the wives, we get the lame shit. I don't want the lame shit. I want that good shit. Now, Curtis, no. Eugene, I wasn't mad that Toya said it because you opened that door talking about how she's not as a freak as she says she is. You opened that door. And I don't even think she was commenting on, well, she probably was. Never mind. Heavenly said she would know the difference between having sex when you're married or having sex when you're single because I've only been with one man. And she's blinking so fast, looking at that guy like, please don't strike me. Heavenly, be quiet. Just be quiet. You are just setting yourself up for failure. Pretty much it's just opened up that conversation that all the freaky stuff that you do before you get married, you do with someone you're never gonna see again. When it comes to having sex with your wife, it's a whole different story. Kieran said you pretty much do everything with another person you never see again. And Anita was like, so I'm not different? I don't give you that same energy? He said, not with that voice you don't. I was like, damn. So you pretty much saying having sex with your wife is boring, not as exciting if it's not someone new. Ooh. But it was a really good conversation if you think about it because Simone said when you're the girlfriend, you do all the duties as a girlfriend to get to the wife duties, and then you gotta not do the girlfriend duties anymore. You're the wife now. But listen, it kind of gets to that point though. When you are the girlfriend, you do all the freaky stuff, and you get to be the wife, and it's kind of like, do I really have to do all that? I really gotta do all that. I gotta turn here, flip here, lay here, do that. It becomes boring when you do the same thing over and over again. Like, let's turn out the lights. Let's just love the pillows. You get this. No, you want to keep that spice though, but it all depends on how far, what type of sex your partner wants. If you was to meet somebody who wants to explore the same exact sexual desires and same exact sexual fantasies, then you good. You really really good. You can be sexually satisfied for years and not feel like it's boring, not feel like it's repetitive. I am amazed every single time. I'm sexually satisfied every single time. That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? But Toya wants to know: is there anything for the couples to do? Apparently, yes, there is something for the couples to do, which will have their relationship stronger and their sex drive even stronger. And the next episode will be the season finale. All in all, this episode was okay. You know what I'm saying? It really did not give much. It was just centered around getting through the issues. But that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.